Alright. Now we've cached this system. It's cached in the cloth modifier. But you can export that out to a different type of file. So let's say hit export here under selected objects, and we're going to pick a PC2 file. Now you can put CFX if you want to, but PC2 is pretty cross-compatible. In fact, I think I can spit this out to Maya and Softimage. Alright, so we're going to make it a cloth test 2 file, which we already have saved. And I'm going to shift drag this over just to kind of prove this thing works, and delete the cloth modifier from it. So now this thing is not going to run, obviously. So we'll go to point cache modifier here, and with the point cache modifier we'll load up that same cloth test modifier. You can see right off the bat it runs. It runs fast. In fact, I can copy this thing 100 times and they all run simultaneously with no speed speed problems. And this is actually a great tool for flags and things like that. You can simulate one, and if you want to have 100 of them, well, you don't really want them all running doing the same thing. I'm going to delete a few of these things and just keep a couple. Let's take these 3. I'll show you how you can take 3 of these things and change their features with the cache files. Let's open up the animation editor, which is actually, I'm just using the curve editor right here, that button. And let's pop that there. And get these 3 moving. Let's just hide this guy. Okay, so now we've got 3 separate animations, and under the track view curve editor, under point cache, you can see right there is the playback frames. That's what we're going to be playing with in this particular exercise. So let's pull this down. We don't really need that curve showing up too much. Now, way at the end of this modifier under playback type, you can keep the original range, which is basically just uses the original range as the settings. But I'm going to switch down to playback graph. Now here, what you can do is you can key between the first frame of the animation and the last. So turn on auto key, and I'm going to click back to frame 1. So frame 1, these are all going to get the same setting, which is right there. It's frame 1 for the first key. And let's say I wanted to run it a little slower. So instead of finishing up at frame 100, I'm going to hold Control and Alt and right mouse button and drag. You can scale and enlarge that playback range. I'm going to go all the way to frame 200, and I'm going to set the frame number to whatever I want. So I'm going to go to frame, whatever that is, frame 50. It's going to go from 0 to frame 50 in 200 frames. And it should interpolate nicely between all of them. Just play back and see what happens. So there you go. So there's your newly adjusted speeds all slowed down. Let's take this guy here, and I'm going to make, these are all instances, so I'm going to hit unique, make unique on all these things. So there you go. I can change these to be different ones. Okay, let's just go to the playback graph, and now you see this curve I have that goes from a value of 0 yes, here's frame 1, and the value is 2 of them kicked on, so let me click on 1, is at 1. This one at frame 200 is at 50, and this curve interpolates between them. So let me just grab this handle and pull this down, and let's take this handle here And let's make that. Let's make this fast. There we go. So now I'm going to have it go slow and then speed up toward the end. Or have it go fast and slow toward the end. This is fast is more vertical and slow is more horizontal. It's just that's almost a universal. More vertical is fast, more horizontal is slow. That's just almost every time you look at this curve, that's exactly what it means. So it happens quick and then slows down toward the end. So see, it's happening faster than the other two and then slowing down. You can totally add keys in between these things. So go to Add Keys, go boink and then boink, and move keys. And you can just adjust these keys so it goes forward and actually runs backwards for a time. So it goes in there, slows down, goes up, and then goes backwards. So what? So it slows down, speeds up, and goes backwards. So just adjusting those values with these added extra points. That's pretty much it. I mean, just switch this other guy here and look at his curve. Again, go to the modified object, point cache, and playback frame. And there's a frame range. Just monkey around with those values until you get what you want. Use the add key. These move keys, move them around. You can play with the handles if you want to. You can break handles and just break them in two so they get a nice sharp point. Ooh, come on. I just hold the shift key down and just grab the other handle. There you go. Much faster. Let's get kind of a ping pong effect. Up and down again. So there you go.